Let's take a look at this problem. We have 5 times 2 to the power x equals 3. And this is some type of exponential equation, and just like we talked about in 6.3, we want to see if we can write this equation so that it has the same base. That would be the easiest thing for us to do, so that we can actually just set the exponents equal to each other and solve for them. So we want to get this term that has the x all by itself. Right? So we have to get rid of the pieces that are attached to it. In this case, the 5 is being multiplied by this 2 to the power x, so we're going to go ahead and divide both sides by 5. Once we do that, we're going to get 2 to the power x equals 3/5. And I'm going to go ahead and leave this as a fraction. If you want to write it as a decimal and use 0.6, you can do that. So the next question we're going to ask ourselves is, can we write the number 2 and the number 3/5 so that they have the same base? If we could do that, that's definitely what we want to do, because that's going to be a little bit easier for us. In this case, we cannot, so we're going to have to take log of both sides. Now, be a little bit strategic when you do this. You can use natural log, or you can use log log of both sides. You want to pay attention to any of these numbers. Look for a base of e, or look for a base of 10. If you happen to see a base of 10, then use log. If you see a base of e, then use natural log of both sides, because you're going to be able to simplify each of those pieces in the middle of your problem and make a little bit less work for yourself. For us, neither one of these is a base of 10 or e, so it doesn't matter which one we use. I'm going to go ahead and use log of both sides, but if you want to use natural log, go ahead and do that. Whichever one you pick, just be consistent throughout the entire problem. We're both going to end up with the same answer either way. So I've got log of 2 to the power x equals log of 3/5. Now I can go ahead and start using my properties. Keep in mind, we are solving this equation for x. And this is an exponent on my 2, so I can actually use property 3, and I can bring that x down in front. So here I've used property 3, and now my equation is going to read x times log of 2 equals log of 3/5. And what I've done is now I've created a multiplication step on this side. And keep in mind that log of 2 is all one thing. That's a number. You can type it into your calculator and get a decimal of some sort. Right? So if I'm solving this for x, I want to go ahead and divide by log of 2, and I'm going to do that to both sides. Now when I do this, I'm going to go ahead and leave my answer exactly as I saw it over here on this right-hand side after I divided. I have log of 3/5 on top, and I have log of 2 on the bottom part of my fraction. This would be an exact answer. So here's my exact value. If I type this into my calculator, then I should end up with an approximate answer here of negative 0.737. I rounded it to about 3 decimal places. We do not have to go back and check any domains in this problem because we did not start with a log equation. So keep in mind you only have to check domains if you're starting with that log equation. Pay attention to your work in my math lab. They might ask you to leave things as exact values, or they might ask you to round your answer to the nearest 2 or 3 digits in this section.